We've got these 3 teas. We've got Irish breakfast. We're gonna sample them. English breakfast and Assam from Organic Positively Tea Company. I drink tea every day and I'm exploring different black teas to see which one I enjoy the most. YouTube seems like a great place to share that with. Instead of doing it by myself, I might as well share it with you. Tell me if you have a favorite brand or a favorite style of tea while I'm waiting for the hot water to brew. I've got these 2 diffusers here. So this one is Ingenuity by Adagio Teas, and this one is Grosch, G-R-O-S-C-H-E. Both have worked pretty good as diffusers, but this one here, the filter, which pulls out on both of them, you'll notice like this one is a lot harder to pull out. What's been happening with this is that when I pour in the hot water, the thing just sort of floats up, and then the tea gets down in where the water comes out and gets in the mug, and it's just kind of a mess. And so I have to rinse it out and refilter it. This was great for a while. I probably had this for two years now, and then I'm having this issue. This one I've had even longer. I probably had this 4 or 5 years, and it continues to stay snug. Can't pull it out, but more difficult. I can rinse it out. If you are looking for a diffuser, I would definitely go with the Ingenuity by Adagio Teas. That seems to be the better one for a longer period of time. Both work pretty well for a period, but gonna use it for a long time and every day. This is the one I recommend. So let's go ahead and start with brewing the Irish breakfast tea. I'm gonna open this up. Give it a smell. Get a spoon. And we're going to put it in here. Let's see what the instructions say for brewing. We recommend 1 to 2 rounded tablespoons. We recommend 2 to 7 minutes. Positively Tea is a specialty tea company offering quality USDA certified organic loose leaf teas from all over the world. No unwanted chemicals or harsh additives, only naturally derived flavors and positive tea. And they are located in Sunbury, Pennsylvania. We've got 2 minutes in. Let's go ahead and pour this first one. So this is the Irish breakfast tea. Give it a pour here. I'm gonna rinse this out, and then I will do this next one, English breakfast. All right, so let's open this one up. Take a look. So looks pretty similar to the Irish breakfast. Just go ahead and put it in the diffuser. And then we're gonna a bigger mug, so that should work. English breakfast. 2 minutes to brew, and set this over here, and I'll give the Irish breakfast the first sip. Definitely has a strong flavor, even at 2 minutes and only 1 spoon. So if you like strong breakfast tea, Irish is definitely one of the ways to go. Yeah, I enjoy that, it's good. Second, what to pour into the mug. So this is the English breakfast tea. Open this one up. The Assam Organic Black Tea, TGFOP. All right, this one. Put that in here. I have a lot of tea to drink here when I'm done with this video. Good for our little Star Wars mug here. Yeah, so that's good. Now, one of the reasons I wanted to do all 3 at once is because I think it's somewhat hard to, review a tea on its own, but if we have something to compare it with, it makes it a little bit easier. So I'm gonna take a sip of the English and then the Irish and just see what kind of difference we got here. The Irish definitely looks darker and has a stronger, more distinct taste and aftertaste. The English one has this kind of sensation down the middle of the tongue and the kind of a wave of the flavor. Yeah, let's pour this on and see if that is any different as well. My goal here is go, which of these 3 do I like the most? Which one do I enjoy the most? Is there enough of a difference to even notice? Let's see with the Assam. Smell it. Let's ask Alexa what the difference is. Alexa, what's the difference between an English black tea and an Assam black tea?
English black tea and Assam black tea are different types of black teas. English black tea is typically a blend of different black tea leaves, while Assam black tea is produced in the Assam region of India and is known for its bold and robust flavor.
Alexa, what's the difference between an Irish breakfast tea and an English breakfast tea?
Irish breakfast tea is a stronger version of English breakfast tea, with a more pronounced malty flavor.
I mean, the English one definitely has flavors that I'm more familiar with. So there's a little bit of a nostalgia there. And the Assam it's a little distinctly different flavor. It almost seems like, I would say, from a strength standpoint, Irish, Assam, and then English is kind of the milder of the three. But Irish is definitely stronger than the Assam. For me, the flavors they're a little bit different, but they're not so different. I could drink all three of these without an issue. For me, it's gonna be the English breakfast tea. I think the Irish would be something to have every once in a while. Like for every 2 cups of English, I'll drink an Irish. The Assam feels like it's this middle option where it's like, you know, if I want to go more intense, I might as well just go the Irish. And if I want a little bit more casual, then I'll go with the English. If you don't want to go back and forth, I suppose the Assam might be the way to go. We'll swing back around. I'll do a second taste test later on and try each one of them again. This is my second take on the Irish breakfast tea. Yeah, definitely the stronger of the bunch. I do like the smell on this one. This one's a little bit too strong though. I got my second cup of the Assam tea. I'm gonna give it another taste here. Seems a little bit stronger than it was the first time. Definitely get that strong flavor and then a bit of a kind of a wave of sensation after the fact. More like the Irish breakfast this time. It had a little bit more tea in it, so that may have made a difference. My next helping of English breakfast tea. It's interesting to do a video on tea and just, I would imagine anyone who's taste testing food or drinks for YouTube, because how do you convey that to somebody, like what it is? And then my preferences are going to be so different than anyone else's. Out of the three, I think the English breakfast is my favorite. Probably what I'm most familiar with though. To close us out here, it really came down to the English breakfast. That's the one that I enjoyed the most. It had the flavor I like the most, and so that'll be the one that I get going forward. But I really like doing the different samples because it just helps me compare them and figure out which one is better. So I've actually got another sampler from Tiesta Tea, so I'll be doing that in a subsequent video. What do you think of Tiesta Tea? Is this one you like? This is the Energizer sampler. So it includes loose leaves tea sampler. Sip on 7 unique caffeinated black tea blends from our Energizer collection. If I like these, get 7 more options to dive into. In this video, we talked about Positively Tea Company. We explored the different options of their black tea. I'm Jason Scott Montoya, and I'll see you on the next video.